Why is that going to?
We live.
Good morning, everyone. Happy Monday to you all. This is Adrian. I am your host today, and I have my special guest right there, and she will be joining us shortly. And before that, I'm just gonna check how is everyone doing. Hope you had a beautiful weekend. Hope you had a lovely Christmas weekend with your family and loved ones. And for those of you who are watching in the UK, it's 10:30 UK time, London time, and it is Bank Holiday Monday. And again, tomorrow is another bank holiday. So for those of you with family and kids, hopefully you have a quality time well spent with your loved ones. Today, I have Dr. Udi with me, and I will be asking her to join me in a little while. But I will let her do all the talking while I'll be enjoying my lemon and ginger drink. Dr. Udi, would you like to join me on the screen now? Thank you, Dr. Udi. Thank you for joining me today.
Hello, good morning. Merry
Hi,
Christmas.
Merry
Lovely outside
Christmas.
season.
Yeah, how are you? How was your Christmas?
It was great. You got me out of bed so early today.
Yeah, thank you for your time. And for those of you who are watching live right now, let us know where you are watching from. Yeah. And again, if you are watching right now, you are in my business page, and we will be sharing this to Dr. Ude's web business page as well. So at the moment, I'm currently live on 3 pages. So two of my business pages, and we are also live on YouTube. Right? That is amazing. So we go live on
Amazing.
pages. And I have Dr. Udi with me today, and we're gonna go straight to you, Dr. Udi. I know you're a very busy woman, so I won't waste your time. So let us know about who Dr. Udi is.
Okay, you've already said it. So Dr. UD actually. So I am a medical doctor, and obviously I stay in the UK with my family. So I've got three lovely kids and a husband. Um, and I'm a digital business owner. So I've been doing this, well, I've been practicing medicine for over 2 decades now, but I've been doing this online business for the past 18 to 19 months, and I'm loving it.
Wow, that is amazing, Doc. um, Moving on, I'm just gonna. My screen is playing up, so I'm just gonna swap this 1 second. Hold on a
It's
second.
on holiday.
I can't put you on the other screen. Anyway, I'm just gonna moving forward. I know you are a medical by profession. You are a doctor, and as a doctor, especially in this country, you are one of the big earners in profession as a profession, right? And
According to what statistics?
well, according to my statistics, well, basically every person can tell it that the doctor is earning more than ordinary people like me. I'm just a nurse. You earn more than me, and wherever you are in the world, whether you are in UK, Europe, or wherever in the world, doctor is always one of the top earners in the profession, right? And I am interested to know, or tell us why you're into the digital business.
Okay. So, while I agree to an extent, but it depends on, when you have outgoings and what's it called, influx and outflux, if I can call it that way. So it's the percentage of the money that is left behind or you can save. That's when you know if you are rich or you're poor. So you can be earning very low, but then you don't have a lot of outgoings. Then you might be richer than us. So because because of this general expectation, you find out that a lot of people expect a lot from us or from doctors, you know. So an ordinary person can ask you, like, can you give me 500 pounds? But they will come, can you give me 5,000 pounds? You know,
That's
so there's high expectation. But I went into digital business because my dad, you know, my late dad, he's late now, about 2 years ago. He said he was a businessman and he was a politician, and he said you can never get to the full potential if you work for somebody. You
that's
always have
true.
to do something, yeah. And I saw that motivation with from my dad. And you know that as working as a doctor or any profession, you've got a cap, isn't it? You work in national health as well. You've got a cap whereby you okay, maybe this year, let's even say 100,000 pounds. Let's, if I'm just assuming, you can't get more than that, isn't it? So,
Hmm.
but if you have your own business, you are the one that decide how much you want to earn. It might not always mean that you have to be have a profit or you have to be in the positive, but the fact that you have no ceiling is motivational. So that's one of the things that made me to start the a business when I reminiscent, yeah, that's the word I'm looking on what my dad said, and with the current economic situation whereby I had friends that were not medical that were losing their jobs. So that got
Yeah.
me thinking. I said to myself, well, and they kept telling me, "You do yours is good, you've got a job. Yours is good, you've got a job." And I said to myself, what if, some people their job was so secure that they never thought they would lose it. So I said, what if something happens and I can't go into the hospital? You know, what else can I do? So that was when the thinking came on, you know.
Yeah.
And that is even before I met this business. I just thought about it. What if I can't go into hospital, must I always work for my money? What if I start making money to work for me, whereby if I don't go to work, there's a certain amount of leave that I'm allowed, and after that, then God knows what happens. What if I have money that I've invested somewhere that could be working for me? So that was the thinking before I started looking for something.
That's true. And Dr. Odi, are you married, or maybe I missed it from
No,
your
I
first
just said it. Yeah, I said. Well, I should have said I had 4 kids. So I've got
four?
three. I've got three children, and my husband, who is the fourth.
Wow.
Yeah, I
And
did mention it.
you, as a busy mother of four,
No,
and
yeah,
well, four now because that's still four, yeah, or let's say a mother of three. You, as a mother of three, a wife,
yeah.
and medical doctor. I'm just curious about how you juggle with your time, how you spend your time in parenting or being a
Well,
wife and able to do this digital business. And I want to know how much time you are spending each day to run your digital business.
okay. So when the business, one thing, I am very passionate about my job. Okay, because medicine to me is more than a job; it's a calling. So in as much as I wanted something else, I didn't want anything that would interfere with my job. So one of the things that ticked the box for me for this from this business when I saw it, because I actually saw a Facebook ad advertising from a nurse saying there is this business that you can do and it is 90% automated. Yeah. Well, why we say 90%, that is just to show the extent in which you are not very involved. So when once you set the business, it runs on its own to an extent. But the 10% is that you don't have to monitor it. You need to do your own work. You need to do your due diligence, you know. So that's one of the things. So I couldn't have done any business that would mean that I am not mentally sound for my job. But that's one of the catch in this business, that But once you set it up, it runs for the automation is excellent. So initially I spent about 2 weeks. I actually took annual leave and I set up the business. Once I set up the business, now it depends on what that's the beauty of why I love this business. It depends on what I'm doing. If I've got a very hectic week, then I hardly maybe put in more than half an hour in a day just to see what's going on. But maybe
Yeah.
during this period, which I'm on annual leave, I'm relaxing, I can spend 2 hours, 3 hours catching up, playing a catching up in
Yeah.
the business. So I work on my own time. I don't have monitors that like, okay, clock in and clock out. So you do it at your own time.
Yeah, that's true. I have not met Dr. Odi. We meant to meet twice this year, but because of so many circumstances, we have to reschedule it. And in fact, I have met your mentor in Canada
Yeah.
a few weeks ago,
All
and she
right.
told me about everything about you and who Dr. Odi is, and you're just one amazing woman. And moving forward to my next question, what is the biggest impact this business has given you?
Oh, the impact. I will start from mindset. I'm tempted to start from financial impact, but let me start from the mindset. Mindset is the greatest impact because I have a lot of colleagues. Maybe because I ventured out. I didn't mention this initially. That apart from being a doctor, I've ventured out to do postgraduate study in leadership, in health leadership. I've done in medical education. I've done in simulation. So I have done work outside the clinical environment whereby you are challenged, outside. Okay, I give this medication, it should work this way. So a lot of us as doctors, we don't like challenges. We don't like going out of comfort zone. We just want to know that I'm going to succeed where you have gone, you know. So one of the things that this business has taught me is the change of mindset. That whatever you think, that's what you're going to see. So who thinks that you are not going to succeed? Because I have colleagues that are like, oh, I'm not sure I'm going to succeed in this business. You are very clever. You are very intelligent. So why do you think that you are not going to succeed? And then it from the mindset, it runs down to everything. So let me give you 2 examples. I normally say to my kids that if you have a child that you send to university, one of them comes and say, I'm gonna get a first class. Mommy, as I'm going, I promise you I'm gonna bring back first class in 4 years or let's say 3 years. Another one says, Mom, you asked me to study this. In fact, whatever, it wasn't my idea. I hear that quite a lot from my kids. It's not my idea. It wasn't my idea. Okay. So he says it's your idea. So whatever, or even if he says it's his idea, but he says, I'm not, whatever comes out, I'm not even going to do anything with the degree. So that mindset is going to produce 2 results. So the person that says, I'm going to go in with the first class goes in with everything. The person attends the lectures. The person once strives to submit first class assignments. The person goes out to do researches to make sure that they succeed. You see where the mindset comes in. The person doesn't take a no for an answer. If the person fails, the person will stand up again and say, where did I go wrong? Let me try something else. Then the one that says whatever, then he said fail, said, oh, I was expecting it. Oh, whatever. He says it's time for lecture. Oh, I'm too tired. I'm not going today. So you will get 2 results based on your mindset. So the mindset that you come into business saying, I'm going to fail, that's what you're going to see. Because everything that didn't go on as you planned, you would attribute it as failure. But somebody that went in there to succeed says, well, it's one way of not doing it, instead of seeing it as a failure. So you can have a glass of water and then you have the glass half filled. One person will say it's half empty. That's a negative mentality. One person will say it's half filled. So I'm saying the glass is not empty, okay? It's half filled. That's the positive mentality. So if my mindset have changed that, look, despite the fact, because some people like, oh, are you still practicing? Yes, I'm practicing, but it's a mindset. My mindset changed that, look, despite the fact that you are a doctor, I can do this. And when I went into business, I had no business idea, but I said in the community, how come all these people are succeeding? How come engineers are succeeding? How come lawyers are succeeding? Why is it doctors that will not succeed?
Exactly.
Yeah. How come nurses are killing it? and they're never telling us about it. So that's one of it. The second one is financial. I never believe, like you said, you are just making a big mistake, because there are people that are making like 3 times what we are making as professionals in the online space, and with less stress and less effort. They're working smart, but not harder. I have to leave my house physically, especially except now that we can have online consultation, which it was never something that we saw coming. But I can work from the comfort of my home and earn. You know what baffles me is that I earn almost as my normal job, if not more, sometimes. And you'll be wondering, this is not the same energy that you put in your normal job, but you put in 2 hours and you see the same uh, income. That is amazing, you know. And then another thing is the fact that I have, oh my goodness, I love this one, network of friends. Oh Lord, I can't tell you now. I can go to an airport and I know that I have someone in Australia. I have someone in Canada. I have someone in America. I have someone. I don't need to give them a phone call and tell them I'm coming.
Exactly.
I have friends. Initially, my clique of friends were just maybe the nurses, doctors, just working in the house, because that's the environment, isn't it? But now I have friends, people, stay-at-home parents, those in the IT. I have, in fact, in my team, I have a professor of biology. So now I'm like, okay, what's up with this? Picking their brains for something that is not business. I have you as a friend that I never knew, but we live in the UK. I can carry a phone. I'm like, oh, I'm coming to Central London. So it's amazing. And remember, your network determines your net worth. So you can have all the money, but if you don't have people, then you are not a rich person. So like you traveled, and then by the time you got there, you had somebody that you never met before at the airport to receive you. What more joy can you get?
That's true.
Yeah, so it's amazing. And lastly, the fact that I can pass this to my kids, it's mind-blowing. That's what gets me out of the bed, because I can't pass on my medical degree as much as I've told you how much degrees I got. I can't pass any of them to my kids, but I can pass this as a generational wealth to them. And this is the beauty of the business. Yeah.
That is.
Let me stop talking. I get passionate about it.
That's okay. I know you're very busy, and I know I've got a very limited time, so I'm just going to ask you my very last question. How would you compare it, being as a doctor and a digital entrepreneur? I think you have answered a few of it, but I don't know if you want to add more.
Yeah, I think I have. So I can't really compare, because they're really two different aspects of life. But what I can say is that as a doctor, anybody knows that, you would know as well, that is a very time demanding job, and it's stressful. So as you're going to work, all your antennas have to be high, because you are dealing with life. But here is a relaxed environment. It's really relaxed, and I can do it from the comfort of my home. And I just love the fact that I can still make some money when I'm spending time with my kids and my family, that I don't have to, go out of my home to be able to gain extra source of income, because I'm not just being blessed, I'm blessed to be a blessing to others.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so the fact is not to gather money and put in the bank account, is to be a blessing to others. That's the vision, that people are struggling, and you are blessed. God has blessed you, and you are able to extend that blessing to others. Absolutely. That is the purpose in which you are called, and we shouldn't forget that. Yeah. Then another thing is, in medicine there are lots of training. Oh my God! You have to what's it called now? Not revalidate is what I'm talking about. Courses you have to attend to keep up to date. There's a lot of training, there's a lot of mental working. But in this business, once you set up, it's once and for all. But you can also, we have this online training whereby you can go on and again to see what you've missed, or to refresh. So it's not as stressful as that. And I've also talked about the fact that I can't hand over my job, my career to my kids, but this one, it can be transferable
That's true.
to them.
And again, in doing this business, you have a mentor and a coach, and we have an amazing community. So
Yeah.
even if you're in the UK, and even if it's 2 o'clock in the morning and you have anything that you want to ask, reach out. We are global, so you can always reach out to anyone anywhere in the world, right, Doc?
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely.
Right. I'm just gonna remove my screen on the monitor, but I'm just gonna show our audience today your digital journey. Okay, just hold on a second.
My digital journey.
You didn't, you can't hear me, right?
No, I couldn't hear you.
Okay, I'm just gonna remove you on my screen because I won't be able to show it. Anyway, on the 28th of April 2020, Dr. Udi became an action taker. That's when she decided to take action. That's when she found an ad and she was interested to know about the business. And it took her about 12 or 13 days to do her due diligence. She was doing her research. She wanted to make sure that this business is legit, this business is legal. Especially, she wants to know whether it will compromise her job as a doctor, and she was curious if it's legal in the UK, in Europe, and the rest of the world. Because there's no point of running a business that is not legal, and we are legal because we pay taxes. So it took her about 12 or 13 days to proceed, or to become a digital entrepreneur. And in a matter of 6 days, she has a she see growth in her business in a very short period of time, and she became a mentor, and she has achieved multiple milestone in a very short period of time. That is so amazing. Seeing, when you do business, other businesses, it will take you a long time to see growth of your business. But look at Dr. Odi. She's very inspiring because in a matter of 6 days, she already seen results in her business. And in fact, on the 28th of July, that's when her handsome husband, Dr. Bassi, joined her digital venture. That's what she said earlier. They're creating their legacy that they can pass it on to their kids, to their loved ones. And this business is just amazing because that's where you create legacy. And you can always share it to your loved ones, right? As she said, the medical profession that she has, she cannot pass it on to her kids, but this business, you can always pass it to your loved ones. And they have been achieving multiple milestones over and over again in a very short period of time. They became coach, they're mentors, they're giving, helping so many people building their own digital business, helping people build their own dreams. And this is just amazing because, it's not expected as a medical profession doing something else, something new that is not related to medical, right, Doc?
Yeah. So you've been stalking me. That
I
was a
have
brilliant
also
word.
been following your journey because it's amazing, and it's very inspiring, and so many people have been inspired with your journey, and it's just amazing. Right?
Yeah, I just want to say, I want to thank God as well because I wouldn't have done it. Sometimes I remember when I wanted to start, my husband was really, really skeptical. He's like, okay, there is no way you're going to do this. It's just going to fail. But I now said, if you don't start something, you never know. So the highest you can get is that it fell. That's one way of not doing it. So when my husband saw the profit that was coming in, and from doing little or not as much as compared to what we do, then he decided to join. Even when I said, let's see how it goes, he said that's going to be a multiplier effect. So now we do it together. We understand what it is. Initially, my daughter was my business partner because my husband wasn't interested. and, then, and then she says, that has replaced me now since it came on. So it's been amazing. And I want to challenge anyone that, look, I know a lot of people, the fear of the unknown. If you don't step out, you never know.
That's true.
And I normally say, because a quote from the Bible, when the Bible was talking about the lepers, they said, if we stay here, we'll die. If we go out, we'll die. Why don't we go out? So if you stay there, you never know if you can do it. Until you go out, you never know. So why are you afraid? Just go out. If you fail, there are lots of people in the community that will be able to help you. And we have people, we have the training, the online training that you can do at your disposal. So it is not something about, you can be vulnerable to people, because some people are like, oh, I don't want people to know that I failed. Who cares? Nobody would even notice that you failed. It's just a way of not doing it. And I'm
Yeah,
really thankful that I took that step. And people do ask me, are you still working? Yes, I'm still practicing. And nothing has changed because, like I said, you can do it at your own timing.
that's
Okay.
true.
Yeah. So jump up the fence and check it out for yourself. You need
Yeah,
to do your due diligence. And that was really true. So, because one of the things that got me into the business was because my mentor is a nurse. So I'm like, the nurse, she has a lot of things at stake, you know. So I spent time, I researched it, and I called so many, you know. I said, how does this impact this? You know,
yeah,
so, and apart from just being able to get money, you know, as a doctor, you help people with their health, get fit. So as a business coach, I help people with their pockets get fit. So it's all about helping people.
that's true. I've met your mentor, and she told me that, oh, when Dr. Udi found my ads, and she was asking so many questions that she was like nonstop.
Yes,
But look at you now; you are enjoying your journey,
yes,
and you know what? You have helped so many people, your patients, and so many others. You've created a business that you create a legacy for your family, for your kids. And also, you have helped so many people in the digital world creating their own legacy that they can also pass it to their loved ones. But also, you have reached out to the less fortunate people, especially all the way far away to all the way to Africa, and seeing those wonderful smile, especially in the season of Christmas. It's just amazing. Look at this, those beautiful smile of someone not fortunate and enjoying this Christmas season, and you, doctrineurs, a power couple enjoying this business. It's just amazing.
yeah.
And Doug, if you don't mind me asking, would you like to share what's the story about this? Would you like to share about what's in this picture? I'm just gonna put my slide there again. Would you like to share about what's in the picture?
Okay, right. So this picture, you know, I'm still learning. I'm not so tech savvy. I don't have much time, so I just scramble, and that's the beauty of the business. You're doing your own freestyle. So this is me saying that you are blessed to be a blessing. Okay. So at some point, I um, sponsored, or well, not more. I sent some money, and then there was a free medical outreach to the less privileged, whereby we gave drugs, free drugs, and free. So this the second picture there. I don't know if you can see this one. The one in the middle is free surgical operation, but I had to like take identifiable images of. But that's somebody on the operation table receiving free medical services, not as luxurious as we are here, whereby everything is free at the point of care. But in Africa, you have to pay for it. So we paid for it in conjunction with other believers, or in conjunction with people that think that we can be a blessing to others. So this business gave me an extra whereby I felt that I could share with others. Then this one also is routine checkup, whereby people come, eyesight is checked for free, blood pressure and medication, you know, so it's for free. Then this one is a charity donation to widows and orphans, and we've also donated to radio stations, you know, for the to help them to broadcast the love of Christ this period as well. Then this one is, I've also tried to remove the identifiable information as well. So it's also giving onto the orphans. And then this one is because of the business, we've gained huge milestones whereby sometimes we get a lot more money, as in from bonuses and lump sum, whereby we can. So we are thanking God. Thank you, Lord, for our online business that has given us. Did we have enough money? Yes, our money is just enough for us and our family and our nuclear family. But if you want to be a blessing to others, you need to have a little bit more for you to be able to spend. So we are grateful to God that we had that a little bit more to spend, and we are trusting God that if we have more, if He entrusts more into us, we'll be able to reach out to others. So that's what the picture is about.
Wow, that is amazing. I told you earlier that it's just going to be a short talk, but it took us a while. It's already 30 minutes. So I'm just going to share this just to wrap up our show today. I'm just going to show this video that you gave me early this year. I've kept it because this video has inspired me so much. I'm just going to play it right now.
Combining my day job with this business was not something I thought could be possible, but this business has proven me really wrong. Hello, my name is Dr. Yudi Ndio. I am a wife, a mother of 3 lovely kids under 10 years of age. I am an entrepreneur, and I also practice medicine in the UK. Does your take-home pay really take you home? Do you have job satisfaction? Do you have the time available to spend with your family and the work-life balance and do anything that you want to do? If not, then this business is for you. The systems have been tried and tested, and I can assure you it works. You can also leverage on the knowledge of those that are already in the system. It's a community that is very supportive. Now, what you need to do is just to click and join the webinar. It's a live webinar. You can ask any questions. This business has given me the opportunity to spend time with my family and given me an extra source of income. That means I could do some of the things that I really want to do. Why not join us today? You will not regret your action.
There you go. And if you want to register with Dr. Udi's website, it's right there on the screen. Again, Dr.
Oh,
Udi,
lovely.
thank you so much.
You don't forget anything, is it?
I don't forget anything. I tried. This is just my third one, and I'm not really expert on this, but anyway, I am enjoying it, and I am so grateful of your time. Thank you, Dr. Udi, and it's been a pleasure having you today. In this community, it's full of, as what you have said, it's full of positive-minded people, and we are happy people, right?
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna show you my last clip. So much, Dr. Udi. Thank you for your time. And again,
Thank you.
take action, because this is a golden opportunity and this will change your life, especially for coming new year. Have a great day.
Have you seen how techy you have become?
Yeah. Well, I'm just making use of my time while I'm isolating. Anyway, guys, have a great week ahead. We'll see you on the other side. Bye for now.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dad.
Bye.